Hey, we are here with another episode live with Trill After Dark with the Queen, Cece, aka Cece Reacts. Cece, how are you doing tonight?
I am good. I am great. How are you?
I'm doing well. You got a lot of people that's already coming in and showing love to you tonight. You know what I'm saying? First of all, introduce yourself to the people that are just getting here to the live for the first time or just getting introduced to you today. You are doing numbers every single day. Introduce to everybody to who you are.
What's good, you guys? I am Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka Cece. I am a podcaster, YouTube, a mother, a hustler, a author, a writer, a all around dope ass chick. Now, what's good, y'all?
Hey, shout out to the brother Pierre Gale coming through and showing love. Much love to you, brother. Thank you so much for kicking it off tonight and showing love.
Salute to you.
And shout out to Minor Champion in the building. Salute to you, fam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And shout out to the homeboy 7A Sports TV.
7A.
blowing up and showing up. Salute to you, brother. Good to have you in here. And look, for y'all that don't know how this works, and we'll go over this a couple of times. Every week, CC drops a post where she gives you a chance to ask questions about any previous live that she's had in the past. And you can go in there and you can drop your questions, and your questions will be answered if you post it on there. We also do super chats to where you can come in, you can ask a question or anything that you wanted to know about any of the episodes that you've seen. You want an elaboration on a character, you want to understand why some didn't go down and you feel like it should have went down, or what you feel like she should have did, and all that stuff can be done right here. Cece is very accessible to you, and she wants everybody to know that her shit is real. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of people like, it's a couple of things. I'm gonna throw this right off the bat because I gotta let it know. Cece is not in jail. She's free. All y'all keep saying that, Cece, how you rocking your chain, Cece? You locked up, and how you doing? Cece is not in jail.
I'm free.
CC is free. CC out here living. CC out here balling. CC owns a successful, very successful business. She's a manager to some of the biggest celebrities in the game. CC got icons and shit. She's managing icons, and she's a mother, like she said. So, and I'm witness to this. I seen CC out here, reading Rolex time and doing her damn thing out here. Cece is out here balling and living life like a motherfucker. So everybody out here that keeps insinuating that Cece is incarcerated or she ain't real, the story is real. I've seen women. As a matter of fact, there are actually women that are in here from these stories. Some of these in the chat, there are actually women that are from the stories. I've even seen women from the Indian reservation that was locked up with CC, validating these stories. And I've seen some of the characters say that's exactly how it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be clear. I want everybody to understand this. From me to you, the stories are real. They real, all the way real. Nothing's fake, and CC is not in jail. CC, respond to that. I want you to respond more so to something that bothers me a lot now, to where I'm reading. I'm like, why do people think you in jail? What about you is saying that?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm telling a jail or a prison story, and I start off my videos, and right now I'm talking about being at the Allegheny County Jail. They haven't made it past that part or to the next video, or they haven't even went over to my Instagram. To the ones of you who do follow me on Instagram, thank you. I will follow you back. I got to get over there and get to it. They ain't even paying attention to, like, I got a whole bunch of life going on. I'm at a Rock Nation. I'm everywhere, and it's like you can't be at these places in jail. That just goes to show. And then I see some comments, people be talking about, yeah, motherfuckers just wasting their life out here. What? Baby, I live my life to the fullest. What? Listen, I'm in places you can only dream about being in. Like, knock it off. I ain't waste my life. I just added on to the story. Shit. Me going to jail, me going to prison did not stop my life. It made my life better. It made my shit better. You know what I'm saying? My life took off even further when I came home. Nothing stops. That's a mentality. People like, man, I can't do this. And you want to know where I learned that from? When I got sentenced, a sheriff. And to those of you smart motherfuckers who keep saying COs are police, no, the fuck they not. Sheriffs, police, state troopers, CO, those are all different entities. All task force, those are all different entities, just to let you know. But a sheriff officer told me, he said, your life ain't stopped. It's just starting. He told me that on my way back to the little bullpen. Your life did not stop. It's just started. So if you came home and wasted your fucking time not doing anything, feeling bad for yourself, you should not ever feel bad for yourself if you went to jail and came home for the simple fucking fact you did what you wanted to do. If you was doing crime, and it is what it is, motherfuckers ain't gonna want to hear this. If you was throwing bricks at the penitentiary, that's where you wanted to go. If you throwing rocks at a dog, your ass want to get bit, right? So if you're throwing bricks at the penitentiary, that's where you want to fucking go. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cool. I'm cool with my life decisions. What the fuck? Why are you mad? Get cool with your shit. I'm good. I'm good.
I think that's offensive. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's offensive for people that when you embrace who you are. And when people and I see this a lot, when people get offended that you embrace who you are and you accept yourself as who you are, because I don't know if they see something greater in you, or if that's maybe the cliche in life, that you're supposed to be living by a certain set of standards. But I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I ain't ran into Jesus around this motherfucker. I ain't ran into Jesus around this motherfucker. Me and God, we got our own relationship, but walking this earth, I have not ran into Jesus. So who the fuck is these people to judge me? Listen, I come on here and I share my story with you because that's what I want to listen. That's a choice I made. That's a choice I made. I get up and I talk. I vent. This is my therapy. I share my shit because that's a choice I make. I don't care about the choices you make. You got to do what's right for you. I'm doing what's right for me. I do what's right for me. It's like motherfuckers want to try to tell you how to live your life. You can't. Listen, baby. Listen. You cannot run my show. You can tune in, but you can't run it. It's my shit.
Hey, shout out to the brother Southpaw Boxing 77. He said salute Black and salute to you, CC, the great and the icon. Salute to you, brother. Salute. And shout out to the brother, the African Sci-Fi Scholar. He said salute. Finally catching a live on CC's channel. Salute, salute.
Hey.
Thank you, brother. And thank y'all, everybody, for staying up with us at night and riding with us at night, man. We really appreciate y'all for coming through and showing love tonight. And we're gonna cook. We're gonna cook. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Cece, you've been on a world tour, and we're gonna talk about that. You've done multiple interviews over the past week. You got more lined up next week, and you've been hitting with the hard hitters. You've really been getting your respect when it comes to prison talk. I'm gonna just be real with you. I was impressed. I was impressed because you came out the gate, and everybody that you've been dealing with have been heavy hitters, and they giving you your respect. They all saying what I've been saying. Nobody has seen the amount of growth this fast on YouTube. It's been amazing, and everybody is liking to see that. It's real inspirational. Shout out to the brother Dago 619, the Cali Factor. He says salute, brother Black and Queen Cece. Salute to you, brother.
Salute to you.
Look, we got a couple of questions. We got a lot of questions, but we're gonna get to some of these other questions that you've been asked. How do you feel when people say that you? Because let me say this. Let me start with this. A lot of your stories are based on addicts. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of addict. I shouldn't say based on addicts. Let me say this. A lot of your stories, you have a lot of interaction with addicts. Because you're in jail. At this point of your career, at this point of your journey, you're actually in jail. You haven't been to prison yet, which you still, a lot of these people in prison are going to be addicts, but you're in jail right now. So there's a lot of addicts and still addicts, because it's still you in jail. And so a lot of people that have changed their life or whatever the case may be, or know somebody, they feel compassion towards addicts or something like that. They say, you should have more compassion for addicts. So I want to ask you, how do you feel, and what is your response to people that say you should have more compassion for addicts, or feel more sorry for people that have addictions?
Well, 9 times out of 10, when somebody tell me I should have more compassion for addicts, that's coming from a reformed addict. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about addicts. My mother was an addict, so I don't, it just is what it is. Here's the thing about addicts. Just because you got yourself clean, I ain't forgot you went and stole every motherfucking thing up out. You done stole all the Christmas presents from up under the motherfucking Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot I woke up and my motherfucking shoes was missing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't forgot that you done took all the meat out the motherfucking deep freezer and sold the shit. I haven't forgot that I let you in the house out the rain. When I woke up, every fucking thing in the living room was fucking gone and my door was left open. I don't have compassion for motherfuckers who are doing what they want to do. See, here's the thing. Everybody has choices. Like I said, look, I have alcoholism in my blood. It just is what it is. So I don't drink. My mother was an addict. I don't get high. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do none of this shit. I know that's there. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. And I've been through a lot of shit in life. You know what I'm saying? I done lived the full life. It's a possibility with these things being in my blood, with these things being in my genes, I could be turned out to this shit. But I have other addictions. I like to steal shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. I like to steal the pretty trinkets. That's my thing. You know? Do I want somebody to listen? I don't want a motherfucking soul to feel bad for me because I took my super stupid ass to jail. If I was doing what the fuck I wanted to do and got caught and went to jail, what are you feeling sorry for me for? So if you make the conscious decision to take your raggedy ass out there, pick up a pipe, pick up a needle, get fucking high, why am I feeling sorry for some shit you wanted to do? So I'm supposed to feel sorry about your motherfucking life and you don't feel sorry about it? Or I'm supposed to feel sorry because you come up in the motherfucking jail. They release you. They don't release you on house arrest and none of this shit. They release you to a program to get your ass clean and your ass violate the program to come back up here because you was getting high. God damn it, I'm saluting you, bitch. You living. You doing what the fuck you want to do. But just because your ass went to church and you found Christ, you know what I'm saying? And you there every Sunday, you there for choir rehearsal on Tuesdays, and you thinking you doing what they told you is right. You think I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying, drop down and salute you? Fuck you. That's your choice. I don't expect for you to salute me. I can't picture a person like, oh, I feel so bad for you that you went to jail. You know what I'm saying? That went where I wanted to go. I wanted to go there. I didn't say it verbally, but my actions showed that I wanted to go to fucking jail. But what you're not going to do is tell me I got to have compassion or some shit for somebody who don't got compassion for their own motherfucking self. Self-care. You know what I'm saying? Self-love. I'm not going to give a fuck about you and your problems if you don't give a fuck about. What I'm supposed to do? Chase your ass through every fucking crack house in Chicago, in Philadelphia, in Pittsburgh, and say, don't do that? You know, you doing what you want to do. You listen, when a person show you who they are, you believe them. You believe them. That's how all these motherfuckers be getting robbed and shit. That's how all these niggas end up raising babies that ain't theirs. A bitch, you knew the bitch was a hoe. You still fucked her when she said the baby was yours. You know what I'm saying? You believe the bitch. Now you stuck with dickhead. You stuck with dickhead baby. You know what I'm saying? And then when the bitch will put you on child support and every motherfucking thing. This ain't even your baby. Nah. Fuck all that.
I mean, to add to that question, you know what I'm saying? Do you think look, I mean, we are like me and you, I could say specifically, grew up in close proximity of addicts, like close proximity. Like you have a lot of interaction with them. Do you think that people that have been like wronged by dope fiends over and over and over again become desensitized to the compassion for a dope fiend? Like, are you where people opposed to somebody that, you know, maybe one person in their family or something like that went through a harsh addiction, where is like me and you, like you grew up in Chicago and I grew up in another urban area in the country where it's just like dope fiends is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they actually like living in a. So do you think that there's a kind of like a disconnect or a like where we don't feel the same as other people when dealing with addicts? Is it a cultural difference, do you think, when people come in and say, well, you should have more compassion for addicts? Do you think it's some kind of difference or something like that? Where's the disconnect in that?
It's motherfucking addicts saying that. The disconnect is they want to be accepted into society, and they don't appreciate anybody that reminds them of what fucked up choices they have made. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking day, I look at 1,001 comments. A lot of them are motivational, but it's people there that reminds me of fucked up choices I made. I accept who I am. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am. I know what's fucked up about me. I believe it or not, I like the fucked up shit about me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like the fucked up shit about them, so they decided to change. But what you're not gonna do is make me forget the fucked up shit you did. You know, I'm not even talking to these motherfuckers. Truth be told, I'm not even talking to you. I didn't even know you was getting high back in 96. I didn't know you was getting high. You know, I didn't know they had to come drag your ass out the crack house and your wig fell off and the shit was back there by the garbage can playing this shit and you trying to grab your pipe, but you snatched your shoe out. I didn't know none of this shit. But what you're not going to do is attack me because you went through it. You know what I'm saying? You went through it and you want to forget that part of your life. Bitch, you didn't have to listen. You could have turned the station. It's a billion channels on YouTube. What you're not going to do is put your heavy off on me, goddamn it. I'm dealing with enough over here. I'm dealing with my own issues. Don't you hear me? Don't you hear me? Like, I talk about my shit every day. Get comfortable with being who you are. If you're not comfortable with being who you are, goddamn it, you shouldn't be it. If you're gonna be ashamed of it, don't fucking do it. I'm not ashamed of the shit I done done. I'm not ashamed of the shit I done been through. I tell this shit proudly. People like, that sound crazy. Nah, motherfucker, it's for real. You really don't know me.
You use that term a lot, and I think that term is very underrated. But you one of the first ones I heard say it. You say you're not gonna put that heavy off on you. You know what I'm saying? Explain the meaning of somebody putting the heavy on you. What's that ideology and what's that thinking?
I am not Jesus. I don't carry this cross. I am not gonna put your burden on my back. You know what I'm saying? You're not. We had a situation. It wasn't even a situation. It was a guy. You know, I sometimes I let people rock because you just have to realize people got mental illnesses. You know, you go ahead, you vent the way you need to vent. But when you start coming over here talking about my niece is dead and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck I gotta do with your niece? I don't even know you or your niece. You know what I'm saying? People think you're supposed to have some type of compassion, or you supposed to, you know what I'm saying, carry the burden of that. I'm supposed to feel sad and I'm supposed to feel heavy. And do you know how many motherfuckers I know that has died within these last couple of months? You don't know a motherfucking soul I know, but I'm supposed to pick that pain up that you carrying and take it with me? Man, fuck you. No, I'm not gonna do that. You're not gonna give me that. That's not my problem. That's not my issue. I'm sorry, the sister gone. You know what I'm saying? But you need to have your talk with God. I am not fucking God. I'm not God. Maybe my words can help somebody out and everything, but I am not God. I will not carry that. I'm not Jesus. I will not carry that. And what you're not going to do is hand me that shit and say, hey, put this in your pocket. Think about this. Now, fuck you. You take that with you. Thanks, but no thanks.
Look, a lot of people have been asking, have you seen the chick? Look, and I seen a couple of people's. Y'all make sure if y'all have not watched Cece's. Cece has a playlist with all of the videos in chronological order. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these videos will not a lot. All these videos will give you everything that you need to know. It's like this is like a movie. This is like a series that's playing out. It'll give you everything that you need to know on these people. You'll run into all these characters that you didn't see. Some of these characters will return. You know, some of them is gone forever, and they were great characters, great additions. So you need to make sure that y'all are watching all of these episodes so you can get caught up. And these are all entertaining, very good story time. So check it out. You know what I'm saying? They all in chronological order. If you want to hit the playlist, you can. If you want to watch them one by one, you can start from the bottom and work your way up to the top. They are all in chronological order for the purpose, because this is a story. This is a true story. This is a real story. And for those that keep saying that this shit is fake or whatever, there are pictures, there's documentation. In reality, you can Google Cece, you can Google Cecilia Robinson, you can Google her, and all this shit will come up. This is a true story, and she's been on Fox News and all kind of shit. She was wanted, she was on the run, all that shit was on the news. This is real talk. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand that. But what do you want to say, Cece, before we go to the next question?
A lot of people can't believe like some of the stuff I say, because they feel like I take the shit like a champ. Like I said, you can lock up my body, but you can't lock up my mind. When I first got locked up, I didn't know what the fuck I was going into, but I had a dude at that point in time who had been in jail, spent years in jail. So me playing all the little goofy ass card games, him telling me all these stories and everything. Everybody I know done been in jail. It just is what it is. Everybody got a jail story. You know, just be yourself. Motherfuckers go up in there and take on a persona. They want to become the Rock. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan, Rocky and shit when they get up. Sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? I sit your ass. What are you doing? These people is not thinking about you, yet you take your angry, mad ass up in there. You mad at the world. And all this goofy, weird ass shit. Check it out. Everybody in jail can have a chip on their shoulder. Everybody. You don't have to be like that. You don't have to be like that. Just be yourself.
We're gonna get there because I definitely want to talk a little bit about that because it's important that we talk save that for a little bit later. But I do also want to ask you, have you seen the chick who told on you? And if y'all don't know who that is, the lady that told on CC, she's got a whole story. It's a bunch of stuff in that. Have you seen her since you have been home from jail or prison?
No, I haven't. I know where she at though. I know where she at. I haven't seen her. She can live her life, and I'm gonna live mine.
Okay. Okay. So like I said, make sure y'all check out them stories, you know what I'm saying? But she said she had not seen um the lady that snitched on her since she came home. What do you think what do you think your parents would think of you right now if they were alive?
My mama couldn't stand my ass. But I'm pretty sure if my mama was alive, she'll be hyped as shit and she'll be in this chat. My daddy will be so proud of me. My daddy will think I'm a fucking G. From the time I went on the run to everything. If my daddy was alive, my daddy would have had me. My daddy would have hyped that shit up. I look, my sister, the sister who I was telling y'all about, the one who, had to buy me out and shit. I remember talking to her when all this stuff was going down. She was like, Pooh. She was like, man, she was like, I'm looking at this shit on the news. And she was like, I just got, man, it's so badass. She was like, everybody else in jail. She was like, and sister, you're out. She was like, you running these motherfuckers. She was so hype.
So you saying, wait a minute, now this is crazy. This is my very tricky. Look, so you saying, okay, so you saying that because you have older siblings, you have a lot of siblings. Your dad was a factor. You know, a lot of people you don't like to talk about it, but her dad, Cece's dad, was a real factor, a known factor, a game changer, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago. And so he had a lot of other kids, throughout. How many actual siblings do you actually have? Do you know?
Like 28?
28.
Something like that.
28. But he raised you and your brother exclusively. Y'all was
he raised all of them.
He raised all of them, but y'all
we
are
was the babies,
younger than everybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyways, so you're one of your older sisters. You know, she about 20 years older than you. She like 20 years older than you. So she's watching you on TV, watching the police chase you and they looking for you and all this other shit, and they can't find you and you on the run and shit like that, and she getting crunk as fuck. Is that what you saying?
Man, listen, it was because I'm the baby. So I'm thinking
no, she's not. Wait, she's not 28. No, they keep. Well, I don't know where y'all got. She's 28. No, Cece is not
40 years old.
Her dad had 28 kids. Yes, 28 kids. But go ahead, Cece. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm thinking my sister finna get down on me. And my sister do not fuss at me, none of this shit. I'm the badass little kid. I mean, they was bad as shit in their day, but I'm the badass little kid. So she got on phone. She like, Poe, I hear her voice. She was like, I'm watching this shit on the news, and man, it's so badass. She was like, everybody else locked up and you giving their ass a run for your money. She was like, keep doing it, sis. She was like, Pooh, run, baby. I was like, I'm running, sister.
Wow, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. But listen, I'm gonna get to some of your. I got to get to some of your questions from your post. The sister Quant, I believe is her name. She said, was mending your relationships and connection with your children difficult when you got released? You got to answer this all the time because you always get new people in here.
Mm-hmm.
What were some well, let's start with there. Was mending your relationship and connection with your children difficult when you got released?
Somewhat. I had to adjust to my children, for who they were when I came home, because the children that I left was not the children I came home to. They had been through life and everything. They had been without their mom for 3 years. And my children had to adjust to me the way I was when I came home, because the mother that left them was not the same person returning to them. I had grown, I had womaned up. I had matured. Going into the jail, when I initially went to jail or whatever, I was naive as fuck. You know, I had street sense, but on some real life shit. I have street sense, but I didn't have all the fucking street sense. You know, I had some tools missing out my toolbox. You know, tools that they weren't even missing. I just never thought I'd be able to use the motherfuckers. It's like everybody always talking about, well, I would have did this. You stupid for doing that, and you doing this, and you doing this, and all this other shit. Oh, baby. Hold the fuck on. Because until you in that motherfucking situation, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Nobody expects to be told on. Nobody expects to be on the run. You know what I'm saying? It was, I mean, I was aiming for it, but I didn't expect for the shit to happen the way it did. You know what I'm saying? I thought when I would have made it to the news, me going to jail, they would have caught me. Listen, I had a whole scenario playing out of my head. I thought I would have, you know, they would have got me in the bank and I would have came walking out like a G because I done hit their ass up for a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? My face, no photos and all this stuff. I'm talking about I had a whole movie going on. But shit didn't work out that way. It didn't play out that way. I didn't know who was going to play me. I didn't know who was for me. I didn't know none of this. So if you're not in that situation, you don't know what the fuck you're going to do. Then I have people talking about, I'm going to get back to the kids in a minute, y'all. Just listen. Then you got people talking about the money. I want to did, man, you shouldn't even want to go get that much. You should have stopped when you was ahead. You should have did this. Clearly, you ain't had no motherfucking money. Clearly, you have not been hustling. When you hustling, you don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't hustle with a motherfucker who say, man, I want to make a couple of $100. I want to make a couple of $1,000. My shoes cost a couple of $1,000. Why the fuck am I hustling with a bitch who only want to make a couple of $1,000 or a couple of $100? You know what I'm saying? Our fucking weave costs more than that. What the fuck you hustling for? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you hustling for? Bitch, sell pussy. This ain't the field for you. You don't stop. All right, I got this amount of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna stop right here. I'm gonna leave it alone. You know, any good hustler, anybody who's seeing any real motherfucking money, initially they go in and say, yeah, I'm gonna get about $30,000, $40,000. You'll get $30,000, $40,000 in one motherfucking day. Oh, it's that easy? Tomorrow I'm going back, I'm gonna get some more. And you're gonna keep doing it. You don't fucking stop. If you ever said I'm gonna get this amount of money and I'm gonna stop, you ain't never hustled. So you fucking lying. You know, and yes, back to the kids. I had to mend that relationship. They had to learn me. I had to learn them. Like I said, we had some fights. We done had a bunch of arguments. It came to a point we wasn't speaking, but we all had to figure out who we were. You know what I'm saying? And how do we coexist in this life? And in order for us to make it, we belong together. You know what I'm saying? And I have to respect the women they were, and they have to respect the woman I am. When you have children, especially children that are getting older, you have to realize those are not kids. Kids are people. You know what I'm saying? Children are people. You have to respect them and their choices. And when kids are little, when children are little, they're on your lap. When they're big, they're on your heart. I cannot run on people's lives. And they can't run mine. So when you get that type of respect, you thrive.
Look. I wanna throw it back to something that you said. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch sports, you know what I'm saying. You always got dudes saying, well, Tom Brady, he shouldn't have threw that motherfucking interception. And, Michael Jordan should have never shot that shot. You know what I'm saying? I would have did this and I would have did that. Do you think that a lot of these people are saying these things that are making these comments are just kind of like armchair quarterbacks? You know what I'm saying? I would have did this or I would have did that. Because this is an actual story. So people are listening to you, and the way you tell these stories, you are in your head watching this shit. So do you think that it's actually just maybe just like you said, a backseat driver or somebody, an armchair quarterback or something like that, really just kind of just spewing out thoughts in the comment section?
Motherfuckers ain't never seen the money. A lot of the people who make these comments have never seen the money I've seen or touched, or none of these people have done anything. They trying to tell you how to drive your car, but these motherfuckers are on the bus stop. Don't even have a driver's license, but you trying to tell me how to drive. Okay, you know how to drive some motherfucking good. Why you tear your shit up? You can't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like us when we go to the movie. Oh, bitch, don't run that way. He coming. Oh, he in there. Girl, take off the motherfucking shoe. Everybody always got some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, we're not in a horror movie. We're not the bitch that's running. We can't tell that bitch what I'm saying? And when you get to the end, maybe I done said something that will enlighten you. But motherfuckers like to just talk. Just like to talk. And there'd be thousands of people in these comments, hundreds, thousands of people, however many in these damn comments. And people, people want to be seen. They want the attention on them. But you motherfuckers be sounding dumb as hell. Y'all be sounding dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? Dumb as shit. Motherfuckers told me today, they ain't tell me shit. They put it on the post, they trolling. You know what I'm saying? Women facilities don't have holes. She ain't never been to the hole. Women facilities, this a man. Women facilities don't have solitary confinement. That's what this nigga said. How the fuck would you know, fuck boy? How would you know what goes on in the women facility and you got a dick? No matter how little it is, how the fuck would you know? Yeah, it's like, what? How do this make sense? It don't make sense. And sometimes I'll be ready to, tell motherfuckers like, yo, you're stupid. You're stupid. But then sometimes I'm just like, nah, I ain't even gonna let you live. I just block their ass. We ain't even gonna let you get further. You're probably in the middle of an episode. I just block you because I just know you too fucking dumb to even understand what's going on right here. You can't even comprehend. Me and you, we don't click. This conversation is not from you because you will not grow from it. So
I gotta ask you this. You said something. We talking about money and talking about getting money in the streets and being a hustler and like armchair quarterbacks and stuff like that. Look, I mean, things have happened in the past. I participated in a lot of things, but this ain't my show. I want you exclusively. I want you to exclusively tell, like, when you're a hustler, regardless of whatever hustler is, whether you hitting licks, whatever lick you hitting, whether it's selling dope, you get a big score, you throw a Hail Mary, you send 100 pounds out of town and you got a big flip coming, or you're doing what you did, you hitting bank licks or something like that, and you go in the bank and like you said, you come home after your lick hitting, and you check that paper and you check $42,000. Like you said, you check between $38,000 and $42,000 every time. And for these people that are armchair quarterbacks that they ain't never felt like that before, ain't never experienced that before in life, I need to know, what does that feel like? What does that feel like to go out hustling one day and come in that bitch and hit a lick and you check $42,000 cash money off of good days hustling? What does that feel like? What's that feeling?
It feel like busting the best nut in the world. It's like, oh my fucking God, pussy be moist. Be like, oh, like, man. Look, you put to count your money. I don't give a fuck how you got it. That's your shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how you got it. That's your shit. To count your money and to know that you getting ready to go out tomorrow and do the same motherfucking thing. I don't have to worry about bills. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit is paid. I ain't got to worry about no cars. Only thing I got to get up in the morning and worry about after hitting a fucking lick is what shoes I'm going to put on. You know what I'm saying? What coat I'm going to put on. What pants I'm going to put on. What purse I'm going to grab. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to do a side part or a center part? That's the only fucking thing. Now I have motherfuckers get in the comments. They got to work. They lights getting cut off. They using somebody else's Wi-Fi. Telling me some shit. Man, shut the fuck up talking to me. You know what I'm saying? When you broke, every fucking thing is expensive. So don't talk to me about that. I don't want to fucking be broke. I don't want to be broke. You know what I'm saying? I want to have the luxury of not fucking worrying. I want to go get lost and not have to worry about running out of motherfucking gas because guess what? I got money. Motherfuckers who ain't got no fucking money, you can't go no fucking well. Oh shit, dog. I'm gonna stay in today. I don't even think I'm coming out. Oh, the party was today. Oh shit, man, I forgot about knowing damn well you looking at the invite. You just broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I grew up on that shit. I want to fix the food I want to eat, whether I want to be on a motherfucking diet or I want to be the fattest bitch in the world. That's my prerogative. I want to do that. When you broke, you don't have options. I don't want to feel like I'm struggling. I want to feel like I've been fucked all fucking day. That's what I want to feel like. That's what I want to feel like. Now, if you got some fucking money in your pocket, you feel motherfucking good. You don't care how you walk out the house. You know what I'm saying? Your pants can swing. It feels good. That's lubrication. Money is lubrication for motherfucking life. If you broke, you don't even understand that fucking feeling. Why motherfuckers trying to talk to me?
We got world champion boxer Nonito Donaire.
Ain't no need no.
He loves Cece. He loves Cece. Him and his wife Rachel, they love Cece. If y'all don't know who Nonito Donaire, he's a world champion, the Filipino Flash. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the Bay, one of the greatest boxers of this era. You know what I'm saying? World champion, got a big fight coming up. He said, it's kind of like when people tell me how to box. I'm like, you never get punched in the face, bro. No. Okay. I mean, you ever get punched in the face, bro? No. Okay, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm just saying. Salute to the brother Nonito Donaire. Look.
No need no. No need no.
Look, Cece, you got another question, and this is going to kind of lead to the other ones. What made you start doing YouTube?
You listen. I talk to my phone. I be watching these little crazy ass reality shows, and I talk to my phone. Like I talk to my phone a lot, but I always get a story, especially about me being locked up is still fresh in my head. Even though I've been home almost 4 years. In May, I've been home 4 years. It's still fresh in my head because I learned so much, and I really lived jail. Some people, man, I want to forget about that experience. I don't. Because I don't want to go the fuck back. Why the fuck would you want to forget about that? You hold on to that shit. That's your learning. That's how you learn. You don't forget fucking school. Some of you motherfuckers do. Wait. Some of y'all do. But you don't forget the shit you learned in school. So I will never forget the shit I learned in jail. I don't forget the experiences I went through. I don't forget the fucking people. Some of those people I will love forever. Some of the motherfuckers I want to hit their ass over their head with a high heel stiletto. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the experience. And so I used to be telling, I'll tell Black. I always want to tell Black a fucking story. One day he was just like, record. He was like, record. And shit. First, I was doing the reaction videos. I did a couple of reaction videos to this other prison show. And then I was like, fuck this. This shit's stupid. I was like, Black, I got some real stories. I got stories. And he was like, I tried to tell him, he told me to record. And we recorded and shit. Now we here.
Yeah. Artie Lane, Beer Lounge, Beer League. She went upstate. She just haven't got to the prison stories yet. And y'all just be patient. Just follow the stories. You know what I'm saying? And she will eventually go to prison. This is, like I said, this is like a series, and everything is done for everybody that just got here. Everything is done in chronological order. You start from the bottom. You can watch all these videos, and it'll tell you everything that you need to know in detail. The details that you don't get out of that, y'all come in here, and like we've done these posts, and I do these posts. I know y'all be going, hey, Cece, we love you, and you know that's cool. But I'm telling you, the post is for y'all to ask her questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask those questions in those posts and stuff like that, so y'all can get clarity on what y'all didn't get out of those videos. She wants to make sure that everybody really understands everything that went on, and everybody has the opportunity to get clarity on things that they didn't get clarity on in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But beyond that, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on the YouTube situation, you've done a lot of interviews. You've done a lot of collabs over the last week. You've done a lot of them, and like I said earlier, you've done them with some real heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? As far as from the prison side of doing things, what was that experience like? And as far as you being interviewed, is that something that you used to, or is this something you do all the time?
I'm used to it. I'm on YouTube every day. And I'm asked questions every day. So I've been on YouTube every day for the last almost 3 years, you know. And so I've gotten used to being in front of the camera. I've gotten used to being asked questions. I've been gotten used to, asking questions. So I'm familiar with it, and I'm comfortable in my skin. People who are like, I'm one of those people, I'm comfortable, and whatever you give me, I'm going to give you something back because I can talk. I know how to express myself. I don't go into a shell. I don't clam up. And if you ask me something, and this is something a lot of people need to deal with, if you ask me something that's offensive to me, I'm going to give you the answer you deserve. So it has nothing to do with the audience. But if you ask me some shit, you're gonna get a real answer. So you got to be mindful of the things you ask me. But I'm comfortable. Shit, I
A,
like being me.
a lot of people didn't know you was on, especially in this chat. They didn't know you was on YouTube every day. They just now finding out that you on YouTube every day.
I'm on YouTube every day. That's one. Two, one of the things that I do is I deal with boxers. So even people, a lot of people like throwing in, hey, Becky Pound. I look forward to chopping it up with you too. Uh, I deal with boxers. I was over Team Freeway, and I managed boxers. Then I learned the business side of boxing, and then shit kept it rolling, kept it rolling, kept it rolling.
So, but I mean, that's a whole nother genre. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back into the side of things. So, what was the interviews like? Like as far as like from the prison side, I know that's different from talking boxing or whatever you do on the side. You know what I'm saying? What was the interviews like being asked about your actual convictions and asked about the things that you've been through in the past by people that you didn't know? What was that like?
It's the same like being in jail. When you in jail, people ask you like what you in here for? You know what? And people everybody always want to pick a everybody want to pick a piece of you. Everybody want to take a piece of you away. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to ask you. Everybody wants to make sure your credibility is there. You know, they want to hear the cracks in your story if it's some and all of this. So it's no different. It's no different. And then a lot of people, they watch my show and they like, yo, so this happened, this happened, this happened. The shit is true, so it's no problem for me going back to elaborate on it. See, when you land, you got to remember shit. That's so you motherfucking liars. You know what I'm saying? To you motherfucking liars, if you tell the truth, you ain't got to remember because it's already there. The truth is some shit that's written forever. Your lie, you gonna forget. Just let you know.
Hey, and y'all are asking how to super chat. There is a chat thing under there. It says CC Reacts. It says say something, and it's a dollar sign, and it says show support. Y'all hit that dollar sign, and it says show support for CC Reacts, and then it'll allow you to punch your questions in, and then y'all once you've done that, you can send a super chat. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to KD. She says, "What is your occupation now?"
I have a few occupations outside of being a YouTuber. I'm an A&R for a record label. I have a few artists, and okay, people don't know this. I see a lot of people talk about corporate. I work for corporate. Corporate is one of my clients. I had D Brooks Exclusive, which is a platinum, like multi-platinum selling producer, which he also is the CEO of the Winner Circle Music Group, which is with Rock Nation. I'm an NR for them, and I have clients that sound to the Winner Circle and Rock Nation. I also am the manager of Freeway Rick Ross. I own a management marketing company. So I deal with artists. I have plaques. That's my thing. I deal with music. You know what I'm saying? I get you heard. I get your music submitted. I place you where you need to be. I create tours. I do shit like that.
When you say corporate, you talking about Chicago Be Like corporate
Black
business.
Chicago Be Like. Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of my clients as well.
Okay. And I hope y'all getting all that stuff. And but Cece, but beyond that, what do you expect out of YouTube? Because I mean, let's be real. You about to be right at 30,000 subs in less than 2 months. You're not even 2 months into YouTube. You got 30,000 subs. Multiple YouTubers have said that this is some of the biggest, the most grow. I mean, me myself, I've never seen nobody explode like that on YouTube. And people have a lot of expectations on your channel, but you yourself, what do you expect out of this journey?
I want to be a superstar. What I expect out of this journey It's a couple things. Like it's so many things about me that people don't know. Like people just finding out I did boxing. People just finding out like I was doing the music that I managed Freeway Rick Ross. People just finding out about me being an A&R. It's like I can cook. I could do so much shit. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's time for the world to experience Cece. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than just a fucking felon. I'm more than just a damn gangbang. I'm more than a mom. I'm a whole package. I'm a trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm a complete trip. I'm gonna take your ass up and down 95. You know what I'm saying? At 80, I'm a complete trip. So I just want to give y'all me. But what you're not gonna do is bring your raggedy ass over here and tear me down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did shit with your life, but you gonna come over here and start talking shit about man. Fuck you, buddy. You know, sometimes I might let you rock and slide with a comment or two, but you keep that shit going on. Fuck you and your mama and that raggedy ass couch you motherfuckers share. You know, I'm just gonna throw that out here.
Damn, see, I gotta go hard. Look, I'm gonna get into what because a lot of these people, and this is particularly for this is for everybody because I want to know this. You know, I say this all the time. We have discussions in here all the time. Everything when I'm watching you is entertainment. It's entertainment. I mean, I'm watching you. I'm learning about the female experience in prison, and that's entertaining to me because I could never be a female, nor do I want to be. So it's just 100% pure entertainment. I can't tell you anything about being a woman or what it's like to be a woman in prison. So if I'm watching, I'm just checking it out. I'm like, damn, okay, well, I know, and I can compare what it's like to be in male prison and stuff like that. But your experience is your experience. So my question is, this whole topic that we're coming into right now is how do women disrespect each other? You always talking about respect and stuff like that. In male prison, anything could be a lot of stuff can be disrespect. Looking at somebody too long could be disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Stepping on somebody's shoes or bumping into somebody, not watching where you going, and even though you might be working or something like that. In male prison, if you bump somebody and you actually moving something, y'all moving something, and you bump somebody, that motherfucker could kill you. He could, because he feel like he's been disrespected. What justifies disrespect in a female prison? What are some of the things that females do that are looked at as disrespect beyond repair?
Ain't no such thing as disrespect beyond repair, especially when it comes to stepping on shoes and shit. See, this is the problem in the men's prison, and I ain't never been to a men's prison, but motherfucking men have egos. Everybody wants to be fucking tough. Certain situations, though, do you realize how many motherfuckers get killed just off some tough shit? For nothing. You just kill some fucking body over nothing because he looking at you. You know, get the fuck out of here. You in fucking jail. What they supposed to do? You're not a pimp. Keep that ass to the floor. What type of shit is that? You motherfuckers are sick. But the most disrespectful shit you could do to a female up in there is you got to really get there. Like, if you cooking or some shit, take some shit, put on somebody's food. You got to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Wait. No, you heard what I said.
You said take some shit, like feces? Mm-hmm. You know, and this, well, shout out to my brother D-Lo 404 Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Look, listen, and this is weird to me. You said take some shit, because one thing I have learned about women's prison that I be watching and I see a lot, women fuck with their feces a lot. They stroll shit, right? Wipe shit on the walls. Now you telling me
on their body,
on their and this, you tell a story. You told a story about the big woman, the with the little hands. I
never said that. I never said that part.
But you didn't tell that part. Mm-hmm. I know that part, but you didn't tell that part. Could you tell that part from where she would? Because this is applicable to right now. Go back to the story that you're telling with the what'd you call her, the polar, the big bear or something. I can't remember. What was her name in the story?
The bear with the down hands.
Yeah, with the dog hands. She like a bear with a dog. What she say? You'll never take me alive.
You'll never take me alive. What happened was when they brought this bitch back, she had another episode. You know, she had went down to the hole, and this is when the dick was found under my bed. When the white girl Sam put the dick under my bed. If you haven't seen the episodes, go check them out. Long story short, when they brought this bitch back to the unit, she had another episode. And when she had this other episode, but of course she stripped down, but this bitch covered herself in feces. She shitted, and I don't know what it is. Excuse me, white people, which y'all like playing with shit. You know what I'm saying? Even when the White House was invaded, motherfuckers, bitch pulled her pants down and shitted on command. I don't understand. You know, if a bitch pour her pants down or dig in the fucking toilet to get some shit out and smell her body, she's a special case. You release that bitch or you put her in a psych ward. You know what I'm saying? You don't put her around normal motherfucking inmates. It's something wrong with that. Bitch, you not scared of none of that. That smell don't fuck with your nose. You just gonna cover yourself and I'm here. No, bitch. If a bitch ever cover herself with feces and run at you, you shoot her. You just knock her ass down wherever she stands. She don't deserve nothing in life. You know, you let that bitch be. But
so this I mean, is this or did you plan on bringing this out? Because I didn't know it was on down the line. I thought this had happened before.
Nah,
but because I thought this goes to the point. What the reason why I was saying that is because she told me about the episode of that woman, which is a character in one of these stories. So y'all make sure y'all get to that with white girl Sam was a girlfriend. Well, I don't know what story is that. What story is that to the chat? What story is white girl Sam in? So because a lot of people is like, well, who is she talking about? When they go through the shakedown and the girl wipes shit all over. I mean, the girl is in the cage and she about to bust that
jail relationships, prison relationships never end well.
With that woman, she had came back and she had smeared shit all over her body and charged at the guards. And Cece had told me that story. But I mean, I'm coming back to say, Cece just said women disrespect each other in prison by putting shit.
But not everybody now.
Not everybody. But that's a thing. That's a thing. Putting shit in other women's food.
Or giving them
shit, literal shit.
That has happened. Or giving them stealing is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It has to be hardcore stealing. A lot are gonna fight. Some of these chicks, just because they're in jail, they bark is heavy. You know what I'm saying? But they bite don't be shit. Now, motherfucker up in there that's, you know, laid back and shit, that's the person you want to watch because you don't know what the fuck is going on through their head. You know, they probably got some shit off with them. But people who talk a lot of shit and all that, yeah, man, shut the fuck up. You know, but disrespect is so minimal. You know what I'm saying? You know who you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? You know who you fucking with. You know who you trying. You know, so say somebody owe you some shit. And I'm getting to this story, the story that's coming out. Say somebody owe you some shit and they don't pay up. That's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? A bitch using your cup to talk in the motherfucking toilet. That's disrespect. Why everybody keeps saying, you dropped a slip on her. You dropped a slip. That's unacceptable on the street coming from a dude who ain't even taking care of his motherfucking kids. You know, don't tell me about no motherfucker all this. You snitch. I ain't snitch on the motherfucking thing. I ain't tell shit this bitch did. You know what I'm saying? I made some shit up and got that bitch up out the cell. I don't give a fuck if that bitch was going home or not. Your son been looking for your ass. He coming in the front door and your ass going out the back. Yet you talking to me about a motherfucking slip. Your priorities is fucked up, Johnny. I'm just saying that was his name. He was in the chat talking shit. His name Johnny. Look.
You crazy. Look, I gotta ask you this because you just brought up something. You said somebody owe you some shit. Do women? No. I gotta ask you this though. Do women like run stores in prison, in female prison? Do women run stores, and what is the consequence for a woman that don't pay the store owner and shit like that? What are some of the consequences for that type of disrespect in prison, female prison or female jail or whatever?
Well, some people gonna catch your ass in a blind spot and pound you the fuck up. Some people will run up in your cell. You know what I'm saying? Some people catch your ass in the shower. It just depends on the situation. It depends on, especially if I seen you walk over there to a motherfucking machine and you order some shit and you get your bag and you go lock yourself in the motherfucking room, bitch. You better step into your release because you come out, I'm fucking you up. It's just that simple.
So, and for y'all that don't know what a store is, because I know we got a lot of people that ain't never been to jail and don't plan on going. It's basically where an inmate that does have the necessary funds to buy commissary, and eventually that inmate the, amasses so much that they open up a store and they actually sell items to inmates before commissary comes, or you know what I'm saying, or somebody can, until somebody gets paid or something like that, you can go to the store to that inmate and that inmate will give you that, and you just replace them on the next store. You know what I'm saying? So, but the inmate is basically the store, not the
Mm-hmm.
commissary. You know what I'm saying? And they have all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, and they charge you a price for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have, like, say, I mean, and I'm just using this for an example. Say you get a pack of ramen noodles, he want two back. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it's just one of them. It's just one of them things that we talking about. I want to know, like, and I'm trying to figure out, like, because I do want to know the difference between male and female prison, because male prison, and Cece was at and she'll get to it, but Cece was at a maximum security female prison. You know what I'm saying? She was at a high, and I know, like, in male prison, uh dudes don't even want to go to a high, because if because the dudes there don't have, they not going home. They're not going home, and if you disrespect them in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they will kill your ass. And not only will they kill your ass, they know how to kill your ass. So, and it's not gonna bother them because they wasn't gonna go home anyway.
You want to know what's funny?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Motherfuckers will kill somebody on the street. I've listen. I've been around a lot of accidental murderers. You gotta understand this. Everybody that come to jail for a murder is not in there for really murdering somebody. That should be accident. Oh, bitch, I ain't mean to cut your artery. I just want to scare you. Some accidental shit. You know, a lot of bitches come up in there with murder cases. They are accessory because they done drove for the stupid ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or a stupid ass bitch they was in a relationship with. Then you got a few crazy motherfuckers who get out on parole or probation, come back with a murder charge because they missed their friends up in jail. This is real. You know what I'm saying? You got people who don't know how to live on the outside, they only live on the inside. So it's you don't see motherfuckers trying to kill in a female prison jail. You don't see motherfuckers trying to kill another motherfucker up in jail. You know what I'm saying? Especially not where I was at. You know, some of these people are comfortable and they don't got time for your ragged ass. And here's another thing. I said this before. Every fucking body, I consider everybody in jail or in prison a murderer, even though that's not the case. But you don't see a lot of that up in a female jail for the simple fact you never know a person's intention. So you could come over there with that bullshit if you want, and this motherfucker do some shit to you. You know, they do some shit to you. They slide up in your cell. They catch you in the shower, some shit like that. You don't know. You got this shit in the back of your head, though. You know, you got the shit in the back of your head, so you really don't know. So females aren't like dudes. There's no egos. I mean, you got some egos, but there ain't no shit that, oh, bitch, when I see you, I'm going to get you up out of here. Ain't none of that. It's just not none of that. Like I said, I seen one bitch make a shank. Just one. And she had somebody's name on it. And this was the fucking Craigslist murderer. The Craigslist killer. The bitch was retarded any fucking way.
Look, and I gotta ask you this. People go to maximum security and shit because of age and different things like that. How did you actually want? I mean, you was. Let's be. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, because you're a white collar criminal. You know what I'm saying? You was doing dry bank robberies, but they wasn't aggravated. So how did you actually? How was your point so high that you had to wind up at a maximum security prison?
Because I want to tell you.
Mm.
because I wouldn't tell. And I'm just gonna throw this out here. Y'all can have this, because I got to come to it anyway. But everybody has to go to this one prison. You know what I'm saying? And so when they get you up in there, you got to stay in blues for a certain amount of time till you get classified. Then they send you to the the minimum security and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, this is my first case. So my first case toppled the scale. It toppled the scale. I got all F1s. So but when I got classified, check this out. And I'm a funny motherfucker, and people would never believe this, but it's COs and shit get up in here. I started dealing with a bitch, and she was classified to that max. And so when I got classified, she got classified before me. When I got classified to the minimum. So I went and told the people, like, I'm not going.
Okay, we're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna leave it right there. Wow. We're gonna leave it right there. I can't wait till we got so I can't wait till we get I want to finish out the ACJ, right, your jail sentence, right, before you go to go into prison, because the jail stories are phenomenal as well. But it's a lot of amazing stuff that's still left that I'm really enjoying. And look, you know what I'm saying? You said that you just seen one knife and stuff like that. Did you see any deaths in prison? Did you see any weird shit happen in prison, suicide, well, any kind of deaths or anything like that happened in prison while you were there?
Oh yeah. Well, this one chick, she had seizures, and they had her on the top bunk, and she had a fucking seizure. It was my first day there. She had a seizure and fell off the top bunk, broke her neck. You know, another chick, another chick tried to commit suicide, and it look, normally when motherfuckers commit suicide, you know what I'm saying, we not over in Afghanistan or some shit. Motherfuckers ain't strapping no bombs to their body and blowing themselves up and everybody else. Or normally when a person commits suicide, ain't nobody around. We sitting at the table, and I can hear, when I seen the chick go up the stairs, I'm like, damn, they move her upstairs. I'm not thinking shit of it. Next, I can hear her feet. I can still hear this bitch feet. I can hear her feet. I can hear her running. Her feet are so heavy. She go up to the top tier, and I can hear like her feet hitting the banister, because when she jumped over, her feet caught on the banister. So I could hear her feet hitting the banister, and to hear her head hit that damn concrete ground. You will never forget it. You'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? And for her to still be alive, and she, because she done broke her ribs and she done broke her neck and shit. And she's right in front of me. You'll never forget that. Or the bitch who just couldn't live without her bitch because they moved her out the cell with her to across the pie, take the fucking razor and split her own fucking throat. And you gotta wake the fucking CO up because he can't fuck with blood. You know what I'm saying? So when he see the sight of blood, he faints. So now he's the only fucking CO on the pie, and you out there with a bitch who done split her fucking throat. And not only did she split her throat, but she's gagging and shit. So she got blood coming from her shit, and she got to touch the walls and shit because now she's crawling for help. So it's blood every fucking well. This is the shit. And you got to understand, you motherfuckers got out dates. So what is your mentality? Y'all have out dates. To see a scar on a bitch neck, like the bitch who split her throat, she lived. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, she done this multiple times. So how they gotta stitch her up, by the cut not being even the cut not being a straight cut, they got a piece is ragged and raggedy. So they done stitched up. The shit just looks horrible, like some out of a movie. And it's like, why is she here? Why isn't she in a mental institution? But once again, y'all have outdates. 2 years ain't shit. Listen, I know people like, man, 2 years is a lot. 2 years ain't shit when you locked up. You got to look at the people that's in there for life that'll never come home. You're visiting. You go home. It's like, get the fuck out here. And ain't a bitch. I ain't met a bitch in jail that was just that motherfucking dope that I was gonna cut my motherfucking throat for the bitch. I paid a lot of money for these tattoos. I wish the fuck I would.
And you just said something that was some real trill stuff. Shit, that's why I asked you about that maximum security prison stuff because, and that's also why a lot of those people on the max they won't hesitate to fuck you off because you they don't want to develop no relationship with you. They're not interested in you if you're not gonna be there that long. You know what I'm saying? You need to go on, get out their face. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to say to you, and because they gonna be there and they gonna watch you leave, and that's why a lot of animosity develops in a lot of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or women is because you gonna come and go. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta ask you this. And shout out to the brother Greg Neal. He said, "CC not a snitch." What's the longest you ever uh ran across a person doing time? Who had the longest time that you ever seen? What woman had the longest time you ever seen in prison?
In prison,
Oh,
my
yeah,
Sully,
just all around, just the whole time period.
my Sully, Uncle Sonny. She yeah, I said what I said, Uncle Sonny. She looked like a black ass Smurf. Just a tough little ass ant. It's like Sonny, if you don't sit your motherfucking ass down, bitch. But Sonny had been there. Sonny had been at that jail since it had opened. No, I take it back. Sonny was one of them. But Buddy had been there. She was there the first day it opened. She had been there since she was 12 years old. She gave birth up in there. They one of the guards, one of the COs got her pregnant. Yup. They took the fucking baby from her. She tried to sue the jail. And she had been there. Uncle Sonny had been there. They they did Uncle Sonny dirty. But I'm sorry, guy. But Uncle Sonny, listen, Uncle Sonny had been in the reform school since she was 8. You know, and she had been in reform school since she was 8. She came home from the reform school when she was like 12, 13 years old. And then she killed her girlfriend. She killed her girlfriend. She killed her girlfriend. She killed her girlfriend when she was 17. And so she went back to prison for 10 years. So when she came home from that, she was fucking with this other chick. I'm sorry, I'm telling you. She was fucking with this other chick, and the other chick was selling pussy. They was getting high selling pussy. And the trick who the chick was messing with was trying to rape her or whatever. So she came to defend Uncle Sonny, a short little motherfucker, like 4'7", 4'8", and she came to defend the chick and ended up killing the dude. So, Madra, they say she's a repeat offender because what sent her to the reform school, she pulled a razor out on her dad. So they gave her life for this body, and they also gave her girlfriend life. They was telling on one another. And so Uncle Sonny stayed in that prison all that fucking time, and she was my cellie. So when I came home or whatever, like before I came home, I had to get out the cell with her before I put my hands on her. She was something else. She was going crazy. But she had like a little spot on her. And I said, man, you need to get that checked out. That look like cancer. You know what I'm saying? It keeps itching all fucking night. She taking water pills at night. So we gonna talk about all that later. Long story short, when I came home, she died like 2 months after I came home. But her co-defendant, who was up in there as well, they let her go. They've been up in there 45, 50 years. So they let her go. They was just waiting on one of them to die so they could let the other one go.
Shout out to the Queen Tweety Tweets. Salute to you, sister. Thank you so much for coming through and showing love. And shout out to the brother Dexter Jones. Salute, brother. Thank you so much. Look, CC, that was a great story, and I'm glad you told it. But we running out of time. We had a lot. Had a lot. Gave a lot today. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. Go ahead and give the people your closing words, Queen.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I thank all of you guys for all of the support. I swear to you, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Without y'all, I could not be here. Tuesday, I have some heat for y'all. This is like, I'm sorry. This is my favorite story right here. It just is what it is. Because the shit is now I can think about, now I'm sitting back, I can think about, I can laugh. But when the shit happened, god damn it, it wasn't motherfucking funny. So I will see you guys. I will see you guys Tuesday with love. Y'all have a dope ass night. Bye.
Cash in the bag, baby, I'm back. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.